Magandang umaga po. It has been 44 days since the tragic death of my husband, Police Senior Inspector Ryan Ballesteros Pabalinas, and 44 others of the gallant Special Action Force. Their deaths are the highest death toll ever recorded in the history of the SAF in particular, and the Philippine National Police in general. It is no wonder that the whole nation is deeply saddened by this tragedy. It has been 44 days since we lost our loved ones. They are our husbands, the fathers of our children, sons and brothers, the cornerstone of our families, the breadwinners, and supporters of our families. While we all knew and have accepted that their jobs were full of danger, never did we imagine that they would all be lost. 44 brave men in a tragic and brutal way. It has been 44 days, and each day has not been easier. We wake up daily to the realization that we have lost them for good. We wake up to the reality that 44 days since their deaths, we are not closer to knowing the truth behind their death. 44 days later, we still don't know who their killers are. 44 days later, many of us have not recovered the personal belongings of our brave men. 44 days may have passed, but our hearts are still crying for justice of our brave men. For the last 44 days, we, the families of the fallen 44, have eagerly and intently monitored the developments surrounding the various investigations. On this tragedy, our hearts are more burdened that as the days pass, our most cherished cry for justice seems to be slipping from our grasp. We do not seek to blame anybody. We seek justice. Why is that justice seems so hard to gain? It is not the sacrifice of the fallen 44 enough to merit true justice. What of the sacrifice now of the families that have been left behind? What of the justice and the truth that I hope will be rendered for my daughter Camille, who at her young age of 3 has lost the love of her father? She lost her father, and she will never see, hug, and kiss again. Ryan was a law enforcer. He committed himself to the service of rendering and delivering justice, upholding the law and helping those who seek out justice, as did his 43 brothers in the service. That is why it is so hard for us to understand why and how it is the justice they unselfishly served and delivered to those who needed it seems to elude them. They serve for justice, but where is justice for them now? It has been 44 days since their deaths, and while we thank the PNP leadership for the many assistance they have rendered us, we also appreciate the assistance given and offered by the various government agencies. We also deeply appreciate the assistance and kindness of many individual groups from the private sector who unselfishly extend their help, condolences, and support for us, the families. Maraming salamat po. Please know that all of you are all appreciated. We want the government and our national leaders to know that we do not want blood money. We do not want blood money for death of our husbands, but we, the families of the fallen 44, ask and seek one thing, and that is truth and justice to be served. I wish to thank the members of the PNPA Alumni Association for taking up the cause of justice of our husbands. I wish to thank all of you who have joined us today to show your sympathy. Thank you for your support. It has been 44 days. We wait, we cry, we hope that soon, not 44 months, not 44 years, not forever, do we have to continue waiting so that truth and justice will be finally served for our beloved, brave, fallen 44. Again, I say, Mr. President, please help us gain justice and know the truth. I say again, Mr. President, please serve us justice and truth. Thank you and good morning to each and every one of us.